only you. I can't sing. Can make me do the things I do. Why oh you, why oh you, oh. Yeah. Hey, this is Adeea, the Trendy Socialite. I hope all is well with you. Today I wanted to share some tips with you about thrifting. A lot of times when you all see me post outfits of the day via Instagram or on my Facebook page or even here on YouTube, I get a lot of comments from you all saying, I would love to thrift, but I just don't know how. I don't have an eye for it. I don't know how to thrift. So I wanted to share some of my favorite thrifted finds with you today and give you a little bit of my thought process and rationale for choosing these pieces in hopes that it will help you and give you a little bit of motivation and inspiration in deciding to thrift. One of my favorite things to look for in thrift stores and vintage stores are pattern blouses, or tops with patterns in them. They make great layering pieces underneath cardigans, underneath conservative suits or colored suits. They just mix and match with a lot of different things. And if you follow me and you know that I'm doing this 30 for 30 fashion remix challenge, blouses like this are great. And this is actually one of the blouses in my 30 for 30 challenge. I bought this at a thrift store. I'm about 30 minutes away from here. And first of all, as you can see, it's animal print. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm all about this because I am obsessed with animal print. But then also it has good basic colors that you should be able to match with things that you already have in your wardrobe. And that is one of my keys and my tips when it comes to thrifting. I'm really trying to find those pieces that I can mix and match with things that I already have in my wardrobe. And pattern blouses, usually if you get the right colors, it'll go with something that you already have. So this one has blacks and grays and taupes and browns, and then it has a great pop of color with this orange and gold and this kind of magenta color. So as you can see, this is one of my favorite pieces. Even though I've only worn it a couple of times, I bought it around Thanksgiving, and I can't wait to wear it, especially when it gets a little warmer where I can just wear it by itself. So absolutely, you can. I think I only paid $8 for this at this particular thrift store. It wasn't my Goodwill, so it was a little high dollar for me, but still, I absolutely love it. When I go to Goodwill, that's one of the things that I look for, are pattern blouses that I can mix and match and pair with things that I already own in my wardrobe that will just give it pop and interest and just make my wardrobe more personal to me. I bet you didn't know that you could find classics at your local thrift stores. I have been very, very fortunate to find a couple of classic pieces in my local thrift stores, and I'm so excited about them. They have become staples in my wardrobe, and I don't foresee myself parting with them anytime soon. My favorite pieces are my pencil skirts. I found this pencil skirt here at the Salvation Army for $3.39. Yes, less than $4. It's Bill Blass, which if you are an 80s baby, you would know about Bill Blass. He was a huge designer back in the day. It has this front split that is very, very cute and chic, and it adds a unique detail to what is otherwise a simple skirt. I absolutely love this skirt. I've worn it with t-shirts. I've worn it with blazers. It is just a great skirt to have. And a tip in terms of being able to really know about the quality of an item, check to see if it's lined. As you can see, this skirt is lined. So as soon as I saw it was lined, it was Bill Blass, and it was a black pencil skirt, it had to come home with me. So there are a lot of finds like this in your thrift stores. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of attention to detail to find those things. This is my coup de grace. This is probably, to date, my favorite item that I've gotten at a thrift store. And this is a red pencil skirt. How cute is it? And it's by Gap. It is, adorable. It fits like a glove. When I saw it, I said, there's no way. and there's no way that I'm gonna fit in it. And then when I tried it on, I was like, ah! I mean, I would have given blood to get this skirt. It is gorgeous. It's perfect on, and it's just a great casual. It's great dressy. It's just a great skirt to have. So you can absolutely find classics in your thrift stores, things that will become hopefully staple items in your wardrobe that you can mix and match and wear a myriad of ways in order to create a personal wardrobe for you. Okay, now when I first saw these pants here, I was with my girlfriend Kendra, and we often thrift together, and she was like, "You like those?" And I said, "Yeah, I think I can do something with them." And you know, at first glance you would think, no way. It has an elastic waist. It's kind of like, you know, they have a little bit of a wider leg. It has a polyester feel to it, if you will. I don't know. But it looks like something your mom or your grandma or your auntie would wear. But I was like, I think I can do something with this. And sure enough, I have. My favorite way to wear this, the only way I've worn it actually, I'm going to have to think about something for this year, is I belt it so you cover up the elastic. I wear a white, and it's a red belt. I wear a white tank and a jean jacket. And it's like the chicest thing ever. I was drawn to these pants because they're polka dot, and that was when the polka dot trend was starting. So, and I grew up when Kwame was in style, for those of you that remember Only You. So these pants took me back to those days, and I was like, I gotta make these work. They're only $3. If I don't like them, I can always bring them back or donate them back. So this is also, so don't necessarily count out things that have an elastic waistband. You can almost always cover them with a belt, or put something over the top of them to cover up that elastic waist. If the rest of the pant works and you can make something happen with it, then the elastic is the least of your concerns. The other thing, in addition to patterned blouses and tops, that I love to look for at my local thrift stores and vintage stores, Goodwill, Salvation Army, all of those places, are also patterned skirts. In the summertime, these are the greatest things ever because you can have color and interest and pattern and not a lot of layers or not a lot of things going on in your wardrobe. Love wearing this with a tee or a tank. It is that sort of midi to maxi length on me, so it is a great in-trend item. And this was, I think I got this at my Goodwill, so it was like $3 and some change, so it was virtually nothing. And this is probably one of my favorite things, and there are so many different colors you can almost add, and you'll see you can add colors that aren't necessarily in the skirt. And again, once again, it has the elastic waistband, but I can belt it and it not be an issue, and you not even really be able to tell. I usually wear this skirt with some flat sandals, and it's just a very cool casual look for running errands, having brunch with friends, going to a flea market or farmer's market and things like that. And this is one of my favorites. I have another one that I purchased originally, and this is my most recent purchase. So I would also look for items like these patterned skirts. And in my Goodwill, apparently Talbot's drops off like all of their clothes. Their extra clothes that don't sell or something, because there are tons and tons of Talbot clothes in my local Goodwill. So there's skirts and pants and capris and all kinds, ankle pants, everything in their tops and blouses. So you can definitely, this is not a Talbot skirt, but I'm just saying that you can, not, in addition to finding unique pieces like this that may or may not be name brand, you also can find name brand designer, mainstream designer pieces in your local thrift stores as well. So take a little bit of time, go through the racks. You need both hands, and you need a little bit of time to be able to find things, but you can find some pieces that will really make your wardrobe stand out to you, make you feel good, make you feel like you look different and unique than everyone else. Lastly, This is one of my favorite skirts. When I first started thrifting, I purchased this skirt. And when I originally looked at it, I loved the pattern, the effects of it, but I didn't like the way really the length of the skirt. It was very, very dowdy, and I just knew I couldn't wear it like that. So $3, I took it home, and I took it to a seamstress and had the skirt shortened, and it's perfect now. So you can also, when you're shopping and thrifting and things of that nature, you can also think about, well, what minor adjustments could I make to this particular outfit to make it work for me? You don't want to have to completely redesign it unless it's something designer, and end up spending, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times more than you actually paid for it in just alterations and tailoring. But if you can, for a few dollars, get something hemmed, or, you know, have it taken in enough where it fits nicely on you, absolutely do it. I think that even makes it even more unique, more special to you, is to have your thrift clothes, your thrift purchases tailored to suit you, your body shape, your height, and things of that nature. And that's what I did with this skirt. And you can't, if you look, don't look at my nails, if you look at the skirt, there are stripes in it, a burgundy and a kind of a teal green, and then there's also a faint blue. So what I decided to do with a little detail is to pull out one of the colors that was in the skirt, and you will be able to see that in a few minutes. So you can absolutely take an item that you like in general, you like its construction and things of that nature, but you may not like everything about it. For a few extra dollars, you could have it altered, and you will have a very, very unique piece to add to your wardrobe. Again, for me, thrifting is all about making my style unique. It allows me to do that with minimal investment, because a lot of these pieces, if I were to look for them or find them in mainstream stores, I would pay exponentially more than I've paid at a thrifted item. So it is really a relatively low risk purchase, and so if it doesn't work, I'm okay, because I mean, I can always do good and return it to the store, or I can just do different things with it or give it to someone else, what have you. A lot of times now when I go thrifting with my girlfriend, I'm as much looking for her as I am for me. And the last time we went thrifting, I ended up getting her a jacket and a couple of, actually 2 jackets, and because she's really petite, and 2 jackets and what else, and a blouse and things like that. I mean, and they look straight designer, like you would pay a lot of money for them, and I think she got all of that for like less than $20. So for, you know, a 20, you could come out with a bag full of clothes at your local thrift store. I hope that this gives you some idea in terms of how I think when I purchase thrifted items and what I'm looking for and things of that nature. I will come back with more tips from time to time about how I thrift. At the end of this video, I will put in some pictures of some of my favorite thrifted outfits, including some of the pieces that you have seen here in this video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. You all take care and be blessed. Bye.